I recognize Ms. Brown from Ohio.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Trump administration isn't serious about public safety. It's not serious about solving immigration challenges. It's only serious about blatantly violating constitutional rights, stoking fear, and demonizing immigrants for political gain. That's why Trump is weaponizing ICE to recklessly and lawlessly target immigrant communities. And here's the reality. 2 weeks ago, I met with community leaders from across my district. Multiple Hispanic faith leaders told me the same thing. Their congregants, regardless of immigration status, are afraid. Afraid to speak Spanish in public, afraid to attend community events, afraid to go to church. Because ICE under this administration has shown it will harass, detain, and deport even wrongfully. No due process, no oversight, no transparency. And now we're seeing this fear weaponized at scale. Just this week, the president deployed 4,000 National Guard troops to Los Angeles without the consent or consultation of California's governor. So let's be clear. This isn't about border security. This is not about law and order. What it is really about is a reckless power grab. Militarizing American cities doesn't make anyone safer. It escalates and puts everyone at risk. So, Governor Pritzker, as Commander-in-Chief of your National Guard, how concerned are you about this executive overreach?
Thank you very much, Congresswoman, and thank you for the remarks that you just made. Our job as governors is to concern ourselves with the public safety of our states, and indeed, one of the very important things that we do is listen to our local law enforcement and listen to the local officials who ask us for help when they need it. We have probably, in my view, forgive me, governors, we have the best state police in the entire country, and we have terrific 13,000-person National Guard. We go to our state police for support, and then, if necessary, we will ask the National Guard to step in. And again, only when local law enforcement and our local officials ask us for that help. When the President of the United States goes in over the top to grab our National Guard for domestic security, when there is not, as he said in a memo falsely, a rebellion, that is taking away the rights and obligations of a governor. And it ought to be done in consultation with governors. In fact, the more local you get, the more accurate, I believe, the information is about what's happening on the ground. That's why I speak with local leaders of law enforcement, CPD in Chicago or others, before we take any action with National Guard. The President of the United States fails. Why? Because he wants mayhem in the streets. Why did he call in Marines?
And that's the point. This administration says it's targeting violent criminals, but that's not what's happening. They're going after parents dropping off their kids, workers showing up to their jobs, and asylum seekers navigating the legal system. And let me say this plainly. If you commit a violent crime in this country, you should be prosecuted. If you came here to do harm, this country is not your home. Governor Pritzker, can you set the record straight with which direction is violent crime headed in your state, up or down?
Down significantly.
Thank you. And Governor Pritzker, across the country, undocumented immigrants are less likely to commit violent crimes than U.S. citizens. Does that hold true in your state?
Immigrants are less likely to commit crimes than people who already live there.
Now, that may come as a surprise to some tuning in today, especially those fed a steady diet of fear. A recent poll found that Fox News viewers are twice as likely to believe the false claim that immigrants commit more crime. It's not true. It's not true. It's not true. So let's stop with the scapegoating and start focusing on real solutions. So quick yes or no's, Governor Pritzker. Did Trump's pardon of the January 6 defendants who violently attacked police officers make Illinois safer?
It did not.
Does blocking common sense gun laws like universal background checks make your state safer?
Absolutely not.
Did DOGE cuts to community violence prevention funding make your state safer?
Much less safe.
Would cutting Medicaid to pay for tax breaks for the wealthy make your state safer?
No.
Cutting SNAP benefits?
No.
Okay, so this is what we are dealing with this current administration, things that are not making our country any safer and are doing harm to the people who need it the most. And with that, Mr. Chairman.
Your lady yields back chair, and I recognize Mr. Donalds from Florida.